You're welcome to another video of CLI-based network automation using Python Nornir based on Cisco devices. In this section, we'll talk about Nornir filter function, which is used to limit the execution of automation script on a group of network devices instead of running on all devices. We will use two methods, basic filtering using filter method and advanced filtering using f-object. Depending on the type of the configuration, we usually run the automation script on a limited number of network devices. Nornir inventory filtering feature allows you to restrict the network devices that the automation script needs to run on. There are a few types of Nornir filters. You can see the details and configuration examples of the filters in nornir.readthedocs.io in the section filtering deep dive or advanced filtering. We discussed two of the Nornir filter methods. One is basic filter, where you can filter network devices based on a specific device attribute or a logical AND of some attributes. And the second type is advanced filtering, where we can filter devices using complex logical operation of device attributes like AND, or, not, contain, less than or equal, and greater than equal. To start using Nornir filter function, we first need to configure some attributes for each network device in Nornir inventory files. The device attribute can be anything that can be used to filter devices. Some examples are attributes which are based on physical location, based on device type, if it is a router or a switch, based on topological layer of the device if used in access layer or in the core layer, based on AS number or any other attributes that can help you filter devices. In host inventory file, here as an example, I've used 4 attributes: type, which shows the type of the device; city is the physical location of the device; core shows if it is a core router; and AS number, which shows the AS number of the device. All these attributes are configured through adding a data field in host YAML inventory file. There are 3 routers, R1, R2, and R3 devices in inventory files. For each device, these 4 attributes are configured. Since I really only have one device R1 in my lab, I will use the filter in a way to always select router R1 to run the automation script. In other inventory files, group.yaml or defaults.yaml, I have not configured any attribute, but these attributes are also allowed to be configured at the group level or as a default attributes. This is the first script which use basic Nornir filter method to filter devices based on some attributes. In this script, we use the Nornir netmico plugin to send the monitoring command to the network devices, but it can also be other Nornir plugin like Nornir Scrappy or Nornir Napalm plugin. The only difference in this script compared to the previous script is that before executing function via NR variable initialized by Nornir, we first filter the devices with the filter method, then the function, and it is stored in a new variable, for example nr underline filter. Then the function is executed through the new filtered initialized Nornir variable. In this filter example, we only run a script on router devices located in Babelsar city, since the type attribute configured as the router and the city attribute is configured as Babelsar. The only device matching both attributes is R1. then it is expected that the script will be run only on router R1 since it is located in bubbles and the type of the device is router. And we run Python 3. As you can see, the only device running the script is router R1. However, 3 routers are configured in inventory files. And this is the second script which uses advanced Nornir filtering feature using F object, which is part of Nornir core function. To use F object, we need to import F object into the script header. Then we are allowed to filter devices based on F object capability. There is no logical behind this filter example that we use in this script. It is just an example to use some important capability of F object. In the first parenthesis here, we filter devices with a router type or those that are located in bubbles. Then we choose between these devices which are not core router and AS number attribute is less than or equal to 65001 and the location of the device contain the word BOL. As you can see, the example is not so reasonable. I filtered in a way that device R1 is finally selected. Then the filtered Nornir initialize variable is used to call the function based on Nornir NetMiko plugin to send monitoring command to the network devices. The monitoring command is again expected to run only on router R1. Let's check and see the result. Python 3 and the script. As you can see, the only device that the script is run is router R1. However, 3 routers R1, R2, and 3 are configured in inventory file. You are allowed to download Nornir filter script from GitHub DevNet, Asadpur DevNet, Python Nornir 2023, and Nornir filter inventory.